Yooble.
So we got like some 2xKO news on accident. Somebody hit publish like too soon and accidentally leaked that Blitzcrank was in the game. Yeah, they went like down here. And then it just said, it should just showed like Blitzcrank. And now they changed it, it shows drinks, I guess. And so they just kind of like rolled with it. They just made this post that was like, oops, leak protocol. Here's Blitzcrank, we'll show you a trailer for him on the 2nd. And then they took that employee that posted that too soon. They brought him into the office and they were like, alright dude, we weren't supposed to do that, so we're gonna actually just demote you and put you to work on League of Legends for the rest of your life. And honestly, I can't think of a worse punishment, so pouring out for that guy. But thanks to him, we got a Blitzcrank trailer sooner, and he's gonna be in the beta. That's next week too, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but before I was playing Street Fighter, I was playing League of Legends, and I was playing the booty grabber a lot, like a lot. I had a lot of fun with this guy. So having him in 2xKO is like super sick. I'm excited for this.
Oh! Nope. I don't like that.
Oh no, he flashed.
Nice,
I got
nice.
goof. I got big goof. Alright, what you got, Blitz?
Hostiles approaching. Reciprocating hostility.
Huh.
Helping.
Oh, he's got his punch. It's one of his abilities. And he's got the hook, which is iconic. Nice.
Flash detected.
He's a little BM.
Together.
He's got an air grab, as expected. Oh, he's got a wind up. Okay.
Makes my fist go bang.
Okay. That's his passive from League of Legends.
Attacking.
He's got a lot of grabs. Ooh.
Shall we
Ooh.
damage some enemy units?
OTG. Super 1.
Mustache man, you are encumbered by tiny pests.
That seems like he's charging like a passive there. Where's Super 2? Oh my god. Wait, the spin is kind of crazy. Oh, he turns into a wrecking ball. That's pretty sick.
They are not constructed like
Alright.
error. Extend. Rotate.
He's actually kind of mobile. I thought he would be a little bit of a, like, chunky grappling mover, which he's got a lot of grabs.
Is that proper trash talk?
Are we gonna see ultimate?
Engage.
There it is.
Hazardous unit contained. Unit dismantled.
Damn, alright. He's
You should
sick looking,
change your
dude.
settings to win.
Alright. He's pretty cool. What is there to say? It's Blitzcrank. It's cool. He's got his grab, which that's all I needed to see. He's got like a couple things that are homages to his moves, right? Like he literally opens up with hook into his punch, which is like his E. He's like a command grabber is what I'm seeing. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, he kind of like used the shield. Oh, okay, yeah, this. He like winds up his arm and then he gets into this like effect. So it seems like he has like a what's it called? Like 2 states he can be in. I think he grabbed with this when he was all steamed up and like it went through a move. So it might have armor, which is crazy. I think that'd be fun. There, yeah, like that. Like that was a command grab. It wasn't the hook, but it was a command grab and he like went through Brahm's hit and ended up doing the slam. So I think this is going to keep my grappler bug alive while we wait for Alex in Street Fighter 6. But this is cool. And this is his, yeah, this is his ult in the game. Like he does his big explosion, but they just made it into his level 2. Just looks cool. I like him. Blitzcrank, the Great Steam Golem dev update. So there's an update video on Blitz too. So maybe there's more on him here. Or they go in depth. That'd be cool. That move looks sick. They were very creative with his moves, considering his kit is pretty
Hello,
simple in
everyone.
League of
My name
Legends.
is Caroline, and I am the champion designer on
Love this guy's
Blitzcrank.
pants.
And with me, we have
I'm Alex. I'm the lead champion designer on 2xKO.
Blitzcrank.
Thank
is
you,
a
Alex.
champion that we knew from the beginning that we really wanted to have in our game.
We knew
Good.
Blitz was going
He's
to be our
iconic.
first true grappler in the game. Just look at those hands.
Yeah, they're
One
ready.
grabby.
They're ready for that command grab.
Wow.
Blitzcrank is from Zon.
Okay, they said
were
command
kind of
grab.
designed to clean up after all the sump and all of the waste that's all around there. So we actually named a lot of their moves after that. When thinking about designing a grappler in 2xKO, usually grapplers are really slow, and Blitzcrank doesn't quite move the fastest. You see there, it takes them a little while to get from one end of the screen to the other.
You'll get there, little buddy.
But the place that Blitzcrank really wants to be is up close. This is the desired position for a Blitzcrank player to be.
So
And
he's
we
gonna
have
fit
this
that
big,
grappler.
beefy command grab. It's actually on a one-button
Quota.
input. So we hold down and we press S2 and we get garbage collection. You can see how much damage that did. It did more than a quarter of Jinx's life. The
Wait, his command grab is called Garbage Collection? This character is gonna be BM, dude.
play to this is to jump. And so even if you were jumping, I could also jump and command grab.
Alright, air command grab.
Kind of cheats a little bit, where they have a special that will actually bring the opponent right next to them. These rocket grabs are on Blitzcrank's S1 specials. They have the ability to pull you in on
There it
hit or
is.
on block. So even if you block this, I'll be able to bring you into this grapple zone. And if you're continuing to block,
Does
then
it go
I would
full
just drag
screen?
you out of that spot, and we're put into the same position again. You might notice that the rocket grab has this follow-up into an uppercut. And
Yeah, there
this is
it is.
actually inspired by the League of Legends QE combo. And even if you are
Told you.
jumping in the air,
Told
we'll
you.
be able to yoink you from the air. And even if I'm on the ground and you're in the air, I can restand you back
Oh, you can
into
air
this
pull?
position right in front of Blitz, right in your face. With down S1, Air Purifier, Blitzcrank pulls them out of the air and kind of pulls them in right to next to their side. So you can even call your assist to continue the combo.
Oh.
Or you can do this kind of guaranteed input where Blitzcrank will switch sides and put them into a ground bounce. You might notice this
That'll
bar
be
at
nice
the bottom
comboing.
here with a little puff. What Blitz does here is they can start
There
spinning
we
their arm
go.
to generate steam, and the steam kind of converts into this
That's his,
electricity,
second
and
form
that
kinda
empowers
thing.
their special moves in unique ways that actually help them with their next interaction. And Blitzcrank holds on to the steam when tagged out. You can
Okay, cool.
charge a little bit, tag out, and then come back and actually finish the charge. It stops the decaying from happening as well.
That's nice.
Basically what happens is Blitzcrank gets empowered S1 specials. Let's take a look at the S1 rocket grab. What this
Let's see
does
the
is it
steam
comes out a
meter.
little bit faster, and then it blasts through, and then you get a little combo at the end. So the other things that you get
That
from
charges up
Steam
pretty
are
fast.
all of
Jesus.
Blitzcrank's down S2 command grabs will actually have one hit of armor. If you hold down S2, Blitzcrank does a little run while doing the command grab, and they're actually armored through the whole time that they are doing this when they have steam. So I'm gonna just run at you, and then you can try to jab me out of it. Yeah.
I gotta do this. The classic.
Yeah.
Okay, so Steam is similar to the mechanic for Braum, where when he has the shield like iced up, you just have armor. That for Braum, it's like hella armor. Like I think it's until you use it up. For Blitz, it's just a hit of armor, and you can just command grab. That's funny. Hey, Capcom, take notes. Give that to Alex.
The jump in.
That's funny, dude.
He's like, oh, don't worry, I can hit this robot. The other ways that Blitzcrank can gain steam are through some of their S2 specials. Probably one of my favorite moves.
Oh, you
is
can
called
build
the
up
Wrecking
steam
Ball,
without
and
having to
it's
hit.
their Air S2. Blitzcrank turns into a little wrecking ball, and you gain steam with each hit of it, including the little flip out that they do here.
Okay.
There's a lot of combo depth in sort of picking where you're optimizing for damage or meter gain or
for
steam
meter
gain,
gain, yeah.
or spending your steam to get that extra damage. We don't want Blitz to be like too brainy a character, right? It's more about knowing your opponent than it is about like knowing a million different routes that you have to use differently in every
Oh,
situation. So
shit.
plenty of optimization you can take on if you want
Power
to.
bomb.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff just works and works pretty intuitively.
Other ways to get Blitzcrank into kind of a stronger state to give you a bit more advantage for the next move is the S2 Rocket Punch. And so I can punch through the projectiles, and then I can actually cancel that into a rocket grab. So on hit, on block, I can kind of do a little 1-2 punch and pull them in.
I wonder
One
if,
way that we wanted to add some more of a hands.
I wonder if this cancels into super, or is this too much?
And
Like
then
imagine
I
this
can
combo,
actually,
right?
Cancel that into a rocket grab. So on hit, on block, I can
Look at all
kind
that
of do a little 1-2
damage. And then
punch
imagine being able to
and
level
pull them
3
in.
there. And you just, like, another, like, 25% of their health gone. Like, a 70% combo without tag. Hilarious.
One way that we wanted to add some more of a hands feel for our grappler mains in our game was to kind of add in some extra tech. And one way that we did that is by adding in a car cancel. It's a little subtle,
What?
but what you are doing here is taking...
Wait, hold on. In 2025, this year of our Lord, Sagat loses his Kara cancel, but Blitzcrank gets a Kara cancel? That's funny. I literally was talking about how a Sagat came out, and in my head I was like, I'm so glad I don't have to learn how to Kara cancel this year. Lo and behold, here we are.
Forward S2 spinning turbine, and then canceling it into the crouch
grab,
S2
right?
garbage collection. And what that does is it gives Blitzcrank a little bit of an extra boost. So if I'm over here and I'm like, oh, I just whiffed that grab.
I feel so safe.
You are so
far
safe.
But now you
But
Kara
if I
cancel.
added in the forward S2 momentum, and add that momentum to the grab, then I can suddenly close that distance and grab Jinx out of the corner.
They probably made it
One
easier too, which
interesting
is
thing
nice.
here is that even when you are doing the car canceled version of garbage collection, it actually changes the name to prompt disposal because it's faster, but it maintains the armor from the steam. So if I were to do this and like Jinx were to try to hit me during it, then I would actually keep that armor. You might be wondering, can I continue the step into the running version of this? And you actually can't. So you're kind of opting into whether or not you want to calculate the perfect distance versus the slower version, which will guaranteed, but it takes a lot longer to get there.
Right.
So there's like an execution test and kind of an awareness test, understanding your space.
Exactly. The better you know your champion, the better that you'll be able to execute these.
Damn,
If your
cool.
opponent's kind of starting to predict that you're going to do the rocket grab and then they parry it, you can just fake them out. And then I just go into the steam charge, and now I
And
got
now
free
you have
steam
one for
while
free.
she was while she was parrying.
Busy posing.
Busy posing.
And you can just backdash out of that if you want to,
Yes.
right?
I can cancel out of the steam charge, and it will give me that little boost. Like it gives me about 10% each time that I go into it. And so if I just like got really good at backdash canceling, then I could just stay pretty safe, stay pretty far back, and get that full bar of steam, and then capitalize on it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And that's another place where we see some of the fancier combos, right? People like getting a wall bounce, doing a little bit of a
little bit of
steam charge in there,
steam charge there.
backdashing, and then continuing the combo. I love that.
He's
stuff.
so
Fun
cool.
looking, dude. There's
To
some.
round-
They said they didn't want to make him too complicated, but he has like a lot of little things to think about that could help you, like to just improve play with him. If we get into closed beta, Juggernaut Blitzcrank is gonna be everywhere, or I'm gonna try it because that sounds hilarious.
About Blitzcrank's kit, we've got supers as well. We have two supers on Blitzcrank's kit. One is kind of what we use mostly for combo enders, the S1 super helping hand. And
Okay.
you can
OTG.
hit this OTG
Yeah,
off the ground,
there it
and
is.
you can also deal a ton of damage. What it does is it actually gives you a full bar of steam when you hit the opponent with it, whether they block or
Wait,
they
what?
get hit by it.
You can tell by the spinny arm.
You can tell by the spinning arm. Jinx, we're blocking here. Then
On
I get that full
block?
steam, and technically I would be punishable here, but
Okay.
I would also have armor for the next interaction. So S2 Super is static.
So it's like Brahms S1 Super, where when you do the shield wave, is it the wave? One of them gives you a stack of the shield, which I think is basically just like Blitzcrank.
Field. This will cause a giant electrical field around them.
Yep.
And
His ult
because I have
from the game.
steam, I can also hold the S2 button to spend that extra steam. Blitzcrank is the only champion in our game so far with a command
far.
grab ultimate. So they are invincible on startup, and it will grab them. So even if they're blocking,
factor.
you'll be able to go into this ultimate.
Gotta jump it, baby. That's how grabber
Because it's a
works.
command grab, and because it's active on frame 0,
After the super freeze.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. And so the way to defend against this, because you can't block it, is to jump. And so if the opponent's already in the air, then I wouldn't be able to get this.
Yeah.
I can't grab
But
them
if
and
they're
get punished for
not-
it because I made that
You deserve
decision.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you might be like, oh, Blitzcrank is a support character. What is their assist like? What happens when you have them on the back line instead of on the front line? So Blitzcrank has rocket grabs as their assists as well. They have the kind of grounded rocket grab that
makes
pulls the
sense.
opponent in, and they also have an air rocket grab that pulls them in from the air and it actually causes a restand, which is pretty scary.
Oh my god, what
so
the hell?
If I were, let's say, doing an Ari combo here, and then I just kind of, I can pull them back and can now continue my combo.
Oh
or
my
I can pull them
God.
back and mix them up. Or even if I were to just jump over them, call a rocket grab, I now have them in a sandwich situation where I can mix them up left and right.
Blitz
Dude.
basically just puts the opponent where you want them. And as a
Yeah.
teammate, that's kind of even stronger, right?
I guess it's kind of a double-edged sword though, because let's say you don't have that kind of synergy with your partner, and I'm like doing my little combo here, and then they pull them, or let's say Blitzcrank pulls them out of an air combo while I don't want them to, then you might want to communicate ahead of time. Like, I'm gonna go for the grab, be ready for it. I
This
don't
sounds
wanna
like
mess
League
up
of
your combo.
Legends.
And
Gotta
so
tell
it's
them when
really
you're
good
going for the grab.
teammate development too.
I love that. Yeah, your team bonding exercise. Yeah.
Blitzcrank, as a support character, I'm wondering who Blitzcrank pairs really well with. So Blitz, because they want to kind of gain that steam. Other support characters are actually surprisingly good teammates. I have Ari on my team right now, but let's say if we have Braum on the team, Braum would be able to create that shield. Even Yasuo would be able to come in with a wind wall assist, and then Blitzcrank can safely gather steam that way. So that's more for like if I want to optimize for resource. Even with using Arya as a meat shield and then I charge steam and then tag, you'd be able to do that. But Blitzcrank, because they want to get in, Ari calling the assist, getting in, and then now I'm in a perfect situation to also be in that grapple zone.
Yeah, it feels like almost every archetype works really well for Blitz because one way or another, they either get them the ability to build steam, so Blitz can bring you to them,
Right.
or they make a projectile or a hitbox so that Blitz can make their way in on their own.
It's kind of funny because I also designed Alawi. Alawi is another example of a slower champion. And
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I also designed Alawi.
This is the person who created my least favorite character in 2XKO. The character I had so much trouble with in Alpha Lab 1. You know what? All is forgiven because she made Blitz and he looks really cool. So we're just gonna take that.
And they work well together because if Alawi has her tentacles out, then the command grabs just happen to put them into a situation where they get grabbed again by the tentacles. Blitzcrank is also really interesting to use with the sidekick fuse. Sidekick fuse is when you are controlling one point, they have a bigger health bar, they have more super meter. What you have are access to the assists from your secondary character. And so what Blitzcrank does here is allows you to reposition your opponent in ways that other characters in our game can't really do. You'd also be able to use their super assist to just get that extra hitbox on the screen to finish off your opponent.
Yeah, and Sidekick's really nice when you're trying to learn a new character, for example. You don't have to be thinking about two characters at once. You get to focus all your energy on, say, learning Ari, and then you've just got Blitz there to come with whoever you're trying to learn, just to bring him in and make life a little bit more fun.
Yeah, so that's Blitzcrank. You can play Blitzcrank during closed beta. If you playtested before, no need to register again. Otherwise, you can sign up at play2xko.com.
Sign up,
Have
people.
fun. Don't get grabbed.
Or do.
Okay, Blitz looks really cool. I do think that, well, we didn't get into Alpha Lab 2, unfortunately. Riot. I'm not bitter, but I will mention it. So we have a lot of characters to try. Jinx was in Alpha Lab 2, and then Vi got announced. And now Blitz is going to be in the closed beta. So if you get into closed beta on September 9th, like it says up there, we have a couple characters to try. We did get into Alpha Lab 1, so what I've been hearing back and forth a lot is like, if you got into it, that means you're most likely going to get into the beta, and then the game is going to launch from beta. So it sounds like we're going to get in, we're going to play some Jinx, we're going to play some Vi, and we're definitely going to play some Blitzcrank, because I think Juggernaut Blitzcrank is probably going to be some of the most fun I'm going to have in this game. And boy, do I miss this game. I can't wait to get back in.